What's up, y'all? It's Keela back with her 2 cents. And as always, if you don't like my opinion, stroll on up. But always like, share, subscribe, and follow me on all social media platforms. And you can find them listed below. All right, let's get into it. Another video. All right, guys. So we got a little trouble over in Paradise with Azzie and Joe on the TikTok streets. Well, I ain't gonna hold you no longer. Let's get into it.
I don't know. Me and Joe been together for a couple of months or whatever. So when I first met, before I even get started, I'm not here to bash anybody, belittle anybody, or anything. I'm just here to honestly tell my truth. So when I first met Joe, everything was just fun. It was just perfect. He was loving, kind, caring. Everything was almost too good to be true. So I always looked for a flaw because ain't nobody perfect. Like we just never was made perfect. So I just knew it was a flaw somewhere, but I never could pinpoint my finger on it. Okay, so his baby mama will always tip. First of all, Joe, I asked Joe how many kids he had. Joe told me he had 4 kids. And I know him and his baby mama went to prison. They both went to prison with the first baby, so they lost custody of the first baby. So I was aware that he had 3 kids, 3 more kids with her. Okay, so during the time me and Joe was dating, I found out he had another baby that lived in Conway, and we live in Little Rock. That's like 30 minutes away. So when I first heard about it, I asked him. He didn't want to tell me. I'm like, why you didn't tell me about a whole nother baby? He was like, because I didn't want to run you off. Keep in mind, the little girl like 8 years old. So I'm like, that wouldn't have ran me off. I'm like, Joe, is there anything else you have to tell me? Like literally anything else you have to tell me? Like, no, that's it. Whoop the whoop. So I'm like, well, let's go get her. Let's go see her. He was like, he can't get her because she lived with her mama, the baby mama, or something like that. So with me being me, a grown woman, I'm like, you got a whole nother baby that you don't see. Let's get her. He like, we can't get her because whoop the whoop. So I'm steady putting pressure on her. Come to find out, it's easy to get her. She do live with her granny, but every time we call the granny or I contact the granny, she sent her like this. I'm talking about like this with the
Wow.
snap of her fingers. Like you can get her. You didn't want to get her, but his baby mama with the youngest kids, the only one I was aware of, told me he don't deal with his kids. You will see, but of course, if you around my kids every day, I would like to see you with your kids too. He was telling me the baby mama ain't gonna let him get his kids, which is true because we did go through some things with the baby mama with the woo where he could see the kids. Y'all come to find out, he got another baby that's 10 years old. The baby mama reach out to me on Facebook and say he ain't seen his baby in 7 years. 7 years.
What?
Oh, y'all gotta come back for part 2 because I gotta go into details. This just gets juicier and juicier. Okay. And I'm
Part
sorry,
two.
I'm just brutally honest, y'all. I don't pretend like I'm happy if I'm not. I don't pretend like I'm. I don't do that. I don't fake. I don't fake it for the internet. It is what it is with me. So anyway, okay, his baby mama was telling me that he had 7 kids, but he was like, she just hating, she lying with the woo. And so she was like, she got 7 kids she don't take care of. So this one girl kept on popping up saying he got a baby by her, and the little girl name was Nova. She said they got a DNA test back in the day, and he was dealing with the baby. Keep in mind when his baby mama went to prison, he got out. And he started dealing with this girl where they had a baby. He was at the hospital and the baby was born and everything. But when he started dealing with me, I guess he was so embarrassed by the girl, he just got to telling me that ain't his baby. He got a DNA test and it wasn't. But his other baby mama told me that when they was together, he got a DNA test and it was his baby. So now, y'all, my antennas going up because what is going on? Why is all these kids popping up and why are you not telling the truth about them? Like it's starting to not make sense to me. Okay, so anyway, when the oldest son baby mama reached out to me, she was like, "Hey, I seen you make a post up on the internet and saying that y'all just had Joe's oldest child. That's not true because I have his oldest child." I'm like, the little girl? She like, no, he have an oldest son. I looked at that baby one time and knew that was his twin. I knew that was his child. He was like, cause I ain't get a DNA test on the baby, so I don't know if it's mine. Yes, you do, cause the baby got your whole entire face. Like you know that's your baby. He like, okay. She was like, yeah, he noticed his baby. He used to keep the baby, or he seen the baby a couple of times with the whoop. But he said she took the baby and ran to Texas, so he can't see the baby. Mind you, him and his other baby mama that he was currently with was just living in Texas. So if you was living in Texas, why would you not reaching out to see your son? Like it made no sense to me. So we had planned on going to Texas for my kid's birthday. So I was like, I told her like, okay, when we come down there, I will reach out to you so we can see him, whatever, so he can link with him. Cause I try to make sure that he's being a dad. Like I just try to, even though I shouldn't have to do that for a man. It's just like he was so loving and caring and kind, and he was just everything that I could have imagined having in a man, that I tried to overlook his flaws, even though his flaws were very big red flags. Like, how can you genuinely love my kids and deal with my kids every day, take my kids to school, pick them up, and not deal with your own kids? But his baby mama already told me once he done with the baby mama, he done with the kids. And
Wow.
I'm just thinking like that's crazy. Like, but okay, months done passed. We together about 4 months now. He ain't got his kids not one time. He ain't reached
What?
out to them or nothing. So it's starting to bother me at this point, y'all. Like, it's starting to real deal bother me, because I know your love for my kids not genuine, because it can't be if you can't genuinely love your own kids. Like, this don't even make sense, you know? Y'all, these
Hmm.
videos is getting too long. Y'all gotta come back for part 3, because these videos is just, it's getting too long, and it's getting harder and harder to upload. But y'all, please come back for part 3, because this is just, hey. And I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. So when the oldest son mama had reached out to me, I told Joe, I was sitting in the car with Joe, and I'm like, dang, this girl DM me with the whoop, with the whoop. Okay, he like, why now? Why now? Why now? That's what he asked her. When I called the girl on the phone, because she was like, can you
Why
call me? I talked to
now?
her. So we talking or whatever. He like, why now? I'm like, it don't matter if it was now, tomorrow, next year, next year. This is your child. It don't matter why now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, boom. I hit her up before we went to Texas. I'm like, we would like to get him with the woo. With her being a mama, she say, nah, y'all can't get him because he don't know him like that. He ain't seen him in 7 years. But wherever y'all go, I will meet y'all so he can meet him, spend time with him or whatever. Joe like, I don't need nobody bodyguarding me while I'm watching my kid or while I got my kid. Whatever, it's straight, it's good. I'm just ain't gonna get him. I'm just not gonna get him. I'm just not gonna get him. Whole time you just didn't want to get him, because it don't matter if you ain't seen your son in 7 years and she letting you, and she letting you see your son, you gonna run, jump, skip, and hop at the opportunity. You don't care where she gotta be. She can be with us, we're doing whatever we doing. You can just act like you don't know her. You know what I'm saying? So boom, y'all. We end up actually going to Texas. He didn't even offer his daughter to go. I did that. I went to Old Navy. I bought her some outfits. I bought her some shoes and everything. Mind you, he gave me $500 for Iman outfits, Iman shoes, Iman birthday. He didn't spend a dime on his daughter stuff that she needed for the birthday. But I'm not that type of person. When I order her stuff, when I order me some stuff, I order her some stuff too. Got her outfits for my kids and everything. Anyway, long story boring. We at the in Texas. So the daughter get the phone. She was on a FaceTime with her brother. I guess they talked. She gets the phone. She brings it to our room at the Airbnb. And the little boy is on the phone, y'all. The little boy is on the phone, y'all. My mouth dropped because the daughter don't know what's going on, that her daddy is not interested in this child. He really ain't interested in you either. I'm forcing him to be interested in you, but he for sure ain't interested up in this other child. So she's trying to see her brother while we down here. She brings him the phone. He gets so mad at her, and he played it off a little bit. Then we got the phone. He tell her, "Don't ever do that again. If somebody call that phone and want to talk to me, don't give me no phone." Because he was not trying to get that baby while he was in Texas. He wasn't trying to see him, spend time with him, or nothing. I'm like, huh? But when I was with my baby daddy, my Draylee daddy, he already had a daughter or whatever. And I got a bond with her because me and my baby daddy was together for years. Even when we went together, I always had a bond with her. She lived in Texas also. I want to pick her up. I love her. I love her. I look at her like she's my child. Me and her mama locked in, cool. We had our problems, but we cool. I want to pick mine up. I know I miss her. I ain't seen her. If I can do that with a child that's not my blood child, why are you not doing that with your own son? Why are you not feeling the same type of way with your own son? I just don't understand that. So he said some of the slick stuff like, I'm paying for these kids that I got here. I'm not paying for no extra kids. One thing about my baby daddy, he sent me money for him, for his daughter, for me, and for Dre. We don't need you to pay for nothing. And if he didn't send the money, I would have still covered it because I genuinely love this little girl like she's mine. When I get attached to stepkids, I'm attached to them for life and after. It's forever with us. That's just how I roll. I love kids, period. I don't play that type of stuff. So you don't even gotta say that, because this one right here, she's good. But anyway, mind you, he ain't seen his son in 7 years. I just ain't seen my baby daddy daughter in a couple of months, and I missed her wholeheartedly. I flew to her. As soon as I made it down there, before I made it down there, I was calling her mama, where my baby at? Where's my baby at? But everybody not genuine. Okay, so That was it. We never got the son. We never seen the son the whole time we was down there, nothing like that. So that was that. Okay, so boom. His baby mama goes to jail because she was telling him she don't want me around her kids, whoop the whoop, real weird. That's neither here nor there because it's not even about her. Anyway, she go to jail. Her mother-in-law, her stepmama reaches out. Her daddy on wife, her stepmama reaches out to us and say, "Hey, Azzie and Joe, how y'all doing? So and so's in jail. We was wondering if y'all wanted to get the kids." He like, "Next weekend." I'm like, "No, right now." I'm like, "No, right now." He like, "Okay, I'll get one of them." I said, "No, you're getting both of them because mind you, he got stair steppers by this baby. If they supposed to have a younger baby that's a couple of months, but he say that baby ain't his. I don't know. Ain't no telling with him because at this point, is Joe even your name? Come back for part 4, y'all, because it just get crazier and crazier. Okay, y'all, before I get into part 4, I do want to say this. Like, I don't have no bad blood with Joe. I hate that this happened. I hate that it had to get to this point with all the stuff that we've been through. Because I only even told y'all about the kids. I ain't told y'all about everything. Like, the kids is not the only reason that this went on. So, I hate that it came to this. You know what I'm saying? Because I genuinely thought I found my person. Like, but I still joke with him. I was just on the phone with him earlier. And he was saying, "You wrong for your TikToks." And we laughed about it. And I was like, is you gonna get my nails done? Is you gonna take me out to eat? Like, I'm just, like, I'm not really gonna go out to eat with him or nothing like that. Like, I really do want him to get my nails done, though. I ain't lying. But, like, we cool. You know, it's hard to just let something go that you just so used to. So, I'm just happy that I'm strong enough to remove myself out this situation. But I will miss him, you know what I'm saying? At least for right now. But I move on faster than Mexican music, bitch. But I'm just saying, like, right now, it only been a couple days. It's fresh. But it's like finding out that somebody is the complete opposite of the person that you thought they was is crazy. Like, what I always say, she gonna hate me when she find out I'm the perfect pretender. Like, for real. This is like borderline scary because he is literally nothing I thought he was. It was all fake, y'all. Okay, y'all, so Joe was getting his clothes at the storage one day because all his clothes was in the storage before we moved together because he had it all up in his apartment. But when his baby mama found out about us, she got him evicted. So he moved his clothes to the storage and stuff, and he was just like basically spending nights in my house, going to the storage. When we moved together, he went and got all his clothes out the storage. So it was a pair of shoes up in his storage that he didn't want. It actually was a couple pair. Okay, when his daughter came over there, he ended up giving his daughter a pair of shoes that he didn't want. She was so happy and excited about the shoes, y'all. She literally took her other shoes off and put them on instantly. Like, you know, she was excited about the shoes, like she was happy about them. So instead of a daddy going to go buy his child some more shoes, knowing that she's excited about these, because it's not like she don't got shoes, but she live with her grandparents, you know what I'm saying? You know grandparents don't care about stuff like that. And she young and she hip. So instead of going to go buy her some shoes, he tells her, "I'm going to find another pair of shoes I don't want and I'm going to give them to you." Excuse me? If you don't want them, why is you giving them to her? Mind you, the red and black 12s had just came out. He bought them for me, my daughter, and my son. I was telling him, like, you don't got to buy them for Dre. I need to go right here. I was telling him, like, you don't got to buy them for Dre because their daddy bought it. Me, like, he don't got to worry about it. I got it. I literally had to force him to take the money that my baby daddy gave me for Dre shoes. The only reason he ain't gonna buy them is because they were sold out, but Joe had a shoe plug. So mind you, he paying the high for our shoes. But he got them. But you telling me you can give your daughter your hand-me-downs? Make it make sense, Joe. So, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. Joe handling his business. When I came around, Joe, he had a little bankroll, but my baby daddies get money. Like, Joe flashing $6,000-$7,000, that ain't nothing, because my baby daddies get money. $6,000-$7,000, they wouldn't even put that little shit in the camera. They don't even do shit like that. My baby dads get money. So, I'm used to money. So, Joe flashing that little money, he probably think that's exciting me, but that's because when we first got around each other, you don't know how much money I got, you don't know how much money I'm getting, so you thinking you doing something. The whole time, I'm looking at you like you got little boy money, you know. But he was genuine, he was kind, he was caring, he was loving. So I'm not even worried about how much money you got. Like, that might be something to the average female, but a female like me, that's poverty, nigga. See, Joe used to dealing with females that really don't have no motion. I get money. I'm not only just pretty and got good looks and got a nice body. Like, I'm having my way. You know what I'm saying? And I don't bare minimum my kids. I go above and beyond for my kids. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So he not used to this. So he trying to use his money to impress me. So he buying me purses. He keeping my lashes done. He keeping my nails done. He making sure my kids got everything. He paying rent. He paying bills. He doing all this. Mind you, he was just in his last relationship not doing none of this. He told me he was doing this in his last relationship, but when I get around everybody else telling me about his last relationship, they like, that ain't the same Joe I know, because the same Joe I know wasn't doing none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not making sense to me. But I'm like, y'all lying. Y'all can't be telling the truth, because I'm around him every day. I'm seeing what type of person he is. I know what type of nigga he is. They like, nah, you don't know, but you gonna see. So y'all, he like, he trying his hardest, like, to make sure, like, he taking me out to eat every day. He, you know, he doing stuff, but I'm noticing that his bankroll getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. So now I'm like, okay, let's do TikTok. So I'm trying to, because I mess with him. He's so sweet. He's so kind. He's so loving. He's so caring. Let's do TikTok so you can make you some extra money. And you can use your TikTok money to pay your bills and your rent, you know what I'm saying? And have you a little extra money. So the money that you making, you know, the little extra money that you make doing what you do, you know, type, you know, like you can pocket that so you don't feel like, you know, that you going broke, because clearly you ain't used to spending the type of money that I spend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't used to this. So in order, because I know you want to keep up, because you want to impress me, because you genuinely love me. So let me try to help you, try to make it easier for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ever want you to feel like less of a man. But y'all, baby, when I came up in the house with that money, that's when all hell broke loose. Y'all, it went. Man, come back for part 5. Okay, y'all, so boom. Y'all know before I started dealing with Joe, I was already on TikTok. Like, I was already viral on TikTok, me and Dre. So, I had already been getting that TikTok check. But I didn't want to get the money mixed up, so I made a new TikTok page or whatever like that. So, mind you, I'm still getting paid off of Dre TikTok page, and now we getting paid off that one, but we busting that one down the middle. Okay, so, right after income tax season, I slowed down on doing hair because I was getting depressed. Like, y'all, sometimes I go through these little depressed stages where I just don't want to be bothering nobody. I isolate myself from the world. I block everybody because I be battling depression sometimes with my family. Like, I got some siblings that are just, hey, like, I don't even want, this ain't even about them, but sometimes, y'all, I be depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be family things, and then I be going through stuff. Like, sometimes I just genuinely feel like I don't fit in this world. Like, everybody seems just like so fake, so messy, so miserable. Like, it's like ain't nobody genuine no more. And like, so when I feel like I don't fit in or something like that, I just isolate myself from the world, you know, or whatever. But either way, that's neither here nor there. That's some whole other stuff. But y'all, so boom, one day I'm in the car with me and Joe Ryan, and I tell him, like, I think I'm finna start back doing hair. He know how much money I make doing hair. Like, I make racks a day doing hair. So he was like, if you start back doing hair, that's gonna mess up our relationship. I'm like, how? He like, I never try to stop your money and nothing, but if you do, that's gonna mess up our relationship. Mind you, one day I had came home with, I let Joe borrow some money or whatever, and I ain't gotta tell y'all what's for it with the woo, but I let Joe borrow some money. And so after I let him borrow the money, we was out, we was cool, we was kicking it, we was finna come home and take a nap. He like, when we come home, we gonna take a nap and then we gonna go get. So boom, when I come home, I'm rubber banding my money up, putting my money up, and I peep his whole demeanor change. Like, don't get me wrong, I know men want their women to make money, but I feel like don't know men want their woman to make more money than them. And I can't help that. You know what I'm saying? That I got, like, I got a kind of a stronger hustle. And I never made him feel like less of a man. Anytime he needed some, I was there. And even though I made more money, I still let him do his things as a man. I never put it in his face. I damn near wanted to hide my money so he wouldn't know. But it was like I shouldn't have to do all that with somebody that I'm in a relationship with to make them feel secure within themselves. You was just complaining about how your last relationship, this girl was broke, woo. But now that you got me and I'm getting money, it's like, it's kind of intimidation. Like, it's like, I want you to make money, but I don't want you to make more money than me. You know what I'm saying? And I peeped it. And everything just started getting weird. So, y'all, I'm rubber banding my money. I put my money up. Joe start packing his stuff. He starts packing his stuff. And I'm just looking at him sideways because I'm confused now. Like, you was just talking about when we get home, we finna take a nap, go get the kids and all this. But now I'm dealing with my money, you start packing your stuff. So I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, Joe is the type of person, like, he Aquarius. Like, he real, like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, instead of expressing himself, because he only expresses himself when he on the liquor. Instead of expressing himself, he wants you to guess what's wrong. So he'll start doing stuff to make you notice that he got a problem, You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all can eventually talk about it. He ain't just gonna come out and say he got a problem. So he gets to trying to pack his stuff in front of me so I can talk to him and ask him what's wrong. But I'm already peeping what's going on. I'm peeping. But I'm heavy on whatever God want to be, it's gonna be. So I let stuff go. You know what I'm saying? So I never asked him was it about the money because I already peeped it. I already peeped that it was about the funds or whatever. So I ain't say nothing, y'all. That blow over, whatever. We ended up getting cool. We never just talked about the money or whatever, but we just ended up getting cool. But now in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, okay, so at any given moment, you'll get up and leave, or you will pretend to leave, because he ain't trying to leave for real. He just want to pretend that he gonna leave to get a reaction out of me. But I'm not one of them. Like I don't do all that. Okay, so I told my homegirl was like, probably just need to get a bank account that he don't know about. Bro, I shouldn't have to do all that with somebody that I'm in a relationship with. I'm never making you feel like less of a man. I'm hustling hard, you hustling, you know what I'm saying? Everything should be everything. It's like we build it together. It don't, sometimes it's gonna be 70-30, sometimes it's gonna be 50-50, sometimes it's gonna be 20. I feel like it don't matter who laying the most bricks as long as the house get built. That's how I feel when I'm literally building with a partner. I feel like it don't matter who got most as long as both of us got income coming in. And I'm a Virgo. I read people. I'm damn near a psychic. Any Virgo that's gonna be up under this video, y'all tell me in my line. I be knowing shit before it happen. I can walk in a room with 1,000,001 people and I can read the whole room. I can read everybody like I'm borderline psychic. So anyway, again, I fuck with him, so I let it go. Days go by, everything cool. We still cool, but in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking about this. Because what you mean if I start back doing hair, that's gonna ruin our relationship? These TikTok checks ain't enough for me. I'm used to making racks every day doing hair. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting money, but I'm not getting the money that I used to. I'm not depressed no more. I'm not going through a depression no more. I'm ready to start back making money. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. So boom. On our way back from Texas, Joe's car breaks down. We drove Joe's car to Texas, and Joe's car broke down on the way back. I don't know what made me feel like it was okay to drive a fucking Crown Vic to Texas, but I did that. I don't know. He told me his car would make it. There, while we there, and back. It did not. And that's when another problem occurred. Okay. Y'all, I was going to finish the story time about me and Joe, but it's like, I that's not even me. Like, I'm not even that type of person. Like, I used to be back in the day, but spiritually, I'm on another level, and I just feel like it's the devil trying to pull me back into my old ways. And all day today, I just been thinking, like, what's going on? It seems like every time, like I told y'all, I be battling with depression. It's like every time I get out of that, or I feel like, my bad, y'all, the police was coming. But anyway, it's like every time I get on this new path and I do good and I cut everybody off and I'm ready to accept my blessings that God got for me. It's like something always triggers me and pull me back. And pull me back into my old ways, the old ways that I'm trying to overcome, the old ways that I'm trying to be better than, you know? And it's like, I don't know, it's like, it bothers me so much because I'm a good person. Like, I'm a genuine, pure-hearted person. And maybe it wasn't meant for me and Joe to be together, you know? Maybe that was God. And it's like, God do certain things and he just so mysterious and you never know. Like, maybe he was trying to save me, because y'all, when I say I genuinely didn't know a lot of stuff, like I genuinely didn't know a lot of stuff. And it's like, when I found out, I tried to overlook it because I loved him, you know? Like, I loved him. Like, it was love. Like, the devil is so tricky. Like, he's so manipulative and so tricky. It's like, I'm convinced that I'm so happy with him and all this because this is who God wants to be for me. But I also know that if it's meant to be, and if it's from God, you will know. You know when things are sent from God. You know what I'm saying? It don't be so many problems and obstacles and hurdles, and it don't be all of that. You know what I'm saying? It just be smooth. It's like you can tell when it's meant for you. But the devil also sent people in disguise too. And I just honestly feel like the devil sent him to knock me back off of my path that I was on. Because y'all, I was doing so much better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be messy, I used to be in drama, and I'm overcoming so much stuff. When my son having autism and only having me, it made me a completely different person, y'all. Like, that made me do a 360 with my life, and I just want so much better for me, for my kids, like for my life period, because I know I deserve better. I know I can have better. And it's like every time I get to that point to where I'm doing better and I know I'm gonna reach my goals and I'm reaching my blessings, and it's like the devil always sends something in my way. And it's so crazy because growing up I lacked so much love. Like, I lacked love. When my dad died, I lacked love. Like, and God, the devil know how to get me through love. I can get you by putting this person and they gonna fake like they love you. Like, they gonna pretend they love you, and it's gonna knock you right back off your path. It's gonna trigger you into being the old you. It's gonna bring out your old ways. And it's so crazy because y'all, I just been sitting and thinking all day that's exactly what's going on. Like, God want me to move on gracefully. But it's like the devil want to trigger me and make me be the old Azzie, and I don't want that. So I'm ending the story time because I know God got so much in store for me. I know that I'm a chosen child, and I know that God loves me, and I know that He got so much for me. Like, He got so many big plans for me, and I know everything that I manifest and I pray for is gonna come to pass. I just gotta stay focused, and I'm not gonna lie, this whole Joe thing threw me off because it hurt me. But yeah, the devil ain't gonna win this battle, baby. Yeah.
So there you have it. She decided to end the story time because she felt like it was taking her back to her old ways. I don't blame her, but just looking at the story, I get that Azzie is a actual woman, because you see a lot of women out here that know a man got kids and be like, well, if he taking care of mine, I ain't got nothing to do with the next woman kids, and that's wrong. But she is a woman, and I wish her nothing but the best. I'm glad this red flag just blew up. I mean, there were things that she was kind of not aware of, but they presented themselves. They always say what's done in the dark comes to the light. So I'm glad that it finally came to light before it was too late, before you actually married him. And you know, stuff gets sticky and nasty after you sign them documents, that marriage license. So I'm glad that, you were able to go ahead and break it off, and I hope that you stay strong, and I wish you nothing but peace and blessings in the future. And that's my 2 cents. Bye. What's up, y'all? It's Keela back with her 2 cents. And as always, if you don't like my opinion, stroll on up. But always like, share, subscribe, and follow me on all social media platforms. And you can find them listed below. All right, let's get into it. Another video.